Hey guys, what's going on? Andy Elliott. I'm sure you guys know who Eric Klein is. You probably see him with me all the time. Number one, he stopped by the office. I was telling him, great job. He just had 70 to 100 guys fly out around the country. This is crazy. They did live dials for wholesale, okay? Wholesale real estate, which is what Eric is a stud at. He's a professional. He's the best in the industry, period. And these guys all left and made a lot of money. It was super cool. And anyways, Eric's always changing it up. He does different events for different ways for people to learn differently. This video is about, Eric keeps telling me these stories, and I keep getting tagged on these stories, how people go from being broke, dead Ian broke, that don't have any money, that are in a different industry, but Eric taught them wholesale real estate, and they're literally making $30,000 in one day. Okay, so I just want you to understand this, okay? So it's not one person did it. It's hundreds and thousands of people are doing it. And you can do it too. From broke, zero, no money, to $30,000 in a day. To earning seven figures in a year if you even decided to do it long term. Okay, so today Eric's going to fill us in on some information about this. By the way, we have a badass event coming up. It's going to be in February. You don't want to miss it. It's going to be a 2-day event. I'm going to be there. Eric's going to be there. Every time he's here, I think there's around 400 or 500 people that are there. It's a small, intimate setting. He teaches from A to Z wholesale real estate. So when people leave, they can leave with a seven-figure earning income. And you don't even have to quit your job. You can do this on the side, which is what I love most. Because most things are like, if you want to do this, you got to give up that. Eric's like, no, listen, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to show you how to be great at this. You don't even need any money, and I'm going to show you how to make way more money than what you're currently making now. And then, obviously, people quit their job and they do this full time. They end up earning seven figures a year. So this is an era and a time right now where this is hot. You don't want to miss this. Everybody can qualify to do this. If you've met Eric Klein, you're going to love this. If you haven't met him, he's my brother. He's one of the most coachable people in the world. I tell Eric all the time, I'm like, you know, when I find a mentor, I'm like, you're going to be my best student, or I'm going to be your best student. Like whatever you teach me, I'm going to do the best. Everything I've taught Eric, everything that he's done in his life, he's always got to be the best. He has to master it. And everything that he learns, he wants to teach to someone else. So it's a real honor to have him here right now. He's going to give you guys some really awesome information. But if you've been wanting to get close to me, if you've been wanting to make more money, this is your opportunity. Make sure you text the number on the screen. We'll send you information on the tickets, where it's going to be at Scottsdale, Arizona, the Lions Den. Change your whole life, man. So I'm glad you're here. Eric, love you, bro. Man. Let's kick some ass. So I'm going to hand it over to you. And why don't you maybe let everybody know a little bit about kind of what wholesale real estate is, just to catch people up.
Yeah.
And then let's drop some bombs.
No license needed. You can start with no money out of pocket. And we're essentially the marketing and sales arm to the investment world of the real estate space. So you don't have to buy the properties. You don't have to fix them, flip them, none of that.
What does the day in the life look like for someone in the wholesale real estate space?
Picking up the phone, making dials, and having conversations over a telephone.
Okay. Do they need to think about what to say, or do you show them? I mean, I've seen your script. When I watched the live dials the other day, guys were just saying what you wrote on the piece of paper. They didn't even have it memorized.
No.
They read it off like they were reading a book.
Yep.
People would answer a question, and then at the end, there was an offer being made, and then it was like the guy made $23,000. How does that work? Explain that to everybody watching this.
Yeah, it was. So he was actually a $30,000 deal, but
yeah, but like explain that, because there was multiple people getting deals all over the place. So like, explain how this works in case somebody doesn't understand this, and why no one needs to quit their job.
No.
You learn this. A lot of people do it part-time until they get their first check, and they're like, holy shit, I want to do this all the time.
Yeah.
Right?
It's not real for a lot of people until they get the first deal. Then it becomes real.
Yeah.
So what you have to be able to do, one, the qualification is, can you read? If you can read, I have a script that's 13 pages from the second they answer the phone. Hello. I have scripted the whole conversation out.
Amazing.
So as long as you can read, I have a script for you that brings you all the way, how to talk to the homeowner, how to ask questions about the property, how to formulate and present an offer, the verbiage on, hey, I'm going to send you a purchase agreement. So where can you find the leads, though? Because a lot of people are like, where do I find these types of leads?
That's huge.
Is like Zillow and Redfin. I have cracked the code for everyone out there that has no marketing dollars. And all you have to do is you go to Zillow and you go for sale. There's a drop-down box, for sale. You don't want to talk to the ones that are listed by agents. There's another box you can click that says for sale by owner. And for somebody that's trying to sell their house on their own and not go through an agent, I don't know, how many houses have you owned? Have you ever sold one by yourself? No. Right? Yeah, most people. So you don't want to deal with, you can do deals with agents, but I want to go direct to the seller. So you can click a box that says for sale by owner, and then the homeowner's number is actually listed on there.
Oh, wow.
So you're going direct to the homeowner. And then it also says how many days that house has been listed, how many views it's had, and how many people have saved it. So you in the United States is your backyard. So you can do this from anywhere. It's called virtual wholesaling. So you have a tsunami of leads, and the test that I put a ton of people through, and as long as they get to the end of the test I give them, you go to for sale by owner leads, you take my script, and if in 30 days, if you make 100 offers in 30 days, I guarantee you get a deal.
Hey guys, sorry to interrupt the podcast. As you're listening to Eric talking about how to go from broke to $30,000 in one day, this isn't a luck story. This isn't a hope story. This is a story that happens every single day. By the way, it can happen to you. I've got friends, because everybody I train with, they always become my friends. I get very close to the people that I work with, just like you, Eric, and I love them. I got people that are earning 7 figures in 1 year, working from home, that don't check into an office, that literally are creating their own life. They're creating their own reality, basically, because they learned the skill that Eric's teaching them. Guys, right now, there's an event. It's coming up in the next few months. Listen, there's going to be a link below in the description box, and there's going to be so you can go down to this YouTube video right now, and you click on the link in the description box. We'll send you the dates, or you can just text the number you see on the screen. See the number on the screen? Just shoot a text, and we'll send you all the details. There's an event coming up. It's a 2-day event, okay, that literally will show you how to create $30,000 in income in 1 day or earn 7-figure plus a year. You can do this, no degree needed. All you have to do is want to learn. I love you guys. If that's you, text the number, click the link below in the description box. I will be at this event. It'll be life-changing. We'll teach you everything you need to know. Welcome to your new life. And the average deal is what?
$15,000 to $20,000 nationwide.
Yeah, average.
Yep. I just broke down a deal I did the other day. I made $167,000 on it. One deal.
Yeah, I want everybody to understand this real quick, okay? There are a lot of things in this world people don't understand.
Yep.
Okay, like, just to be honest with you, like, I wish I was 20 or 25 or 30, and I would have learned about this. This is something that, obviously, Eric was in another industry for a very long time, and he made a lot of money. He was an 8-figure earner, made a lot of money. Everything was good. Was about to exit for a 9-figure deal. Had all these things on the table. Life happens. Eric had to start a new industry. Eric starts understanding or learning about this wholesale real estate, and he's like, this is too good to be true. And I think Eric, as a brand new person, which anybody watching this, I think you did like $2.7 million.
$2.6 million in 12 months.
Yeah, like, guys, listen to me. Number one, this is real. Number two, you can do it. Number three, you don't have to quit your job. Listen to me. I got guys like selling insurance, selling all kinds of things.
Yeah.
If you sold a ton of insurance, I got to say this. There's no clawbacks.
Nothing. Once the deal's done, it's done.
Can I explain this to everybody, please? Because I'm a part of an insurance company. I'm a part of a lot of different things. Like, I have agents that sell insurance, and then, people will cancel. Someone else calls. They got a better insurance policy, whatever. They say they do. They got something different. They cancel.
Yeah.
So the insurance money that was fronted to you up front, if you're in the insurance agency, it gets charged back. In real estate, how many times do you see a realtor, a residential realtor, go sell a home, and then the financing falls through on the last day, and it doesn't go through, and that commission doesn't pay out until it closes. This is insane. These deals, once they're done, they're done. There's no like in 6 months you could get charged back the commission.
Nope.
When they hand you that check, you take it to the bank. You put it in the bank.
Yeah.
Craziest damn thing I ever seen.
There's the last Hustle Summit that we did.
Mm-hmm.
There's a guy coming back, and we did that in June 1st.
Yeah, let's talk about some testimonies. This is important because
Dude.
like I want anybody to know like who's next.
Like for real, and I've been making posts about this on social media, and it's all real. I said, dude, more 6 and 7 figure earners came out of that one day event than anything I've ever been to. Christian Bowman, he is last month by himself, one man band. He did $130,000. And Hustle Summit was like his intro to it. And he is now screaming from the mountaintops. He's like, bro, this is crazy. I really can't even believe it.
Isn't that cool?
There was a guy, another guy that, Noah, man, he went $12 negative to come to Hustle Summit. And he did exactly what we told him to do. His wife was not a believer in me, in you, any of it. Dude, in 30 days, he did $58,000.
Life-changing.
Like, he still didn't believe, like, even when the money was in his bank, he was like, how the hell did this even happen? Dude, he lives in a small town, never had money, went $12 in the hole. And he's now, well on his way to being a 6-figure earner a month. Dude, it's crazy, but he didn't understand, like, what you don't know, you don't know.
Tell everybody what the Hustle Summit is. This is an important deal. Me and Eric do this event. It's life-changing. Obviously, I do a lot of teaching in it, but Eric is a master. He's the grandmaster of wholesale real estate. And Eric specializes in teaching people who have no knowledge of this industry. No knowledge. So like he doesn't teach from an expert level where like people can't understand it. Because I'm going to be honest with you, I know a lot of people that they try to teach things, and if you've been in that space for 5 years, like you can pick up what they're putting down, but if you're new in the room, like you feel like an idiot,
yes.
Right? And I want you to hear what Eric's saying. People that worked at Taco Bell, people that worked at Walmart, people that worked, they made $100,000 a year. They were engineers.
Yep.
Good people. No degree needed. Why did he say that? Because a degree is just a piece of paper. Yep. Okay. He's like, I don't need none of that. Here's what I need. Can you read? Okay. Can you have a good attitude? And do you want to work? And if you want to do those things, you can make a lot of money. And dude, I'm going to tell you this, something that I like really about everything you do. I love that you make people a lot of money. I love that you teach people to make a lot of money. But what I really love is that anyone that does wholesale real estate, they can work from anywhere in the world. Eric, they can take their kids to school.
Yeah.
They can eat dinner with their wives. They can go to the gym in the morning. They can do whatever they want as long as they're disciplined enough to make some of those calls, and they can make a lot of money because these deals, they're not high volume transactions.
They're chunky.
You just need a couple of them with a lot of money. As of like insurance or something like that, you got to be selling 2-3 deals a day. You got to be making $500 a day. It's all volume. And you don't have to play those volumes. So also at the Hustle Summit,
yes.
I love that you also teach them how they can get massive leads.
Yes.
You just gave a free way to get some, just like, I'm going to give away some information how to get free leads, but you teach how to find the hot leads.
Hot, warm.
Yeah, at the Hustle Summit. And that's what I love. Walk everybody through a curriculum at the Hustle Summit. Well, like what all you cover.
So
like what you'd be covering live with them, because everyone that's watching this right now, no matter who you are, you guys should text the number on the screen, and you guys should make sure you number one, get a ticket. If you text it, we're gonna send the information. You get a ticket. You come spend 2 days with me and Eric, and you leave, and you're gonna be weaponized, and you're gonna be armed with the skill to literally in a day you can make $30,000, in a year you can make 7 figures a year.
Yep.
And you don't have to quit your job. We're not asking you to quit nothing. I'm not asking you to change nothing in your life. If you want to do that, that's fine. But you don't have to do it.
Just make a seat at the table and get some new information. And I the way I've structured these events, I teach the way I need to be taught. I break this shit down into crayon language to where anybody can understand this. Because I am somebody where it's hard for me to retain information.
Yeah, me too.
And so
you got to talk to me like a 2-year-old sometimes.
Literally.
When it's new. Yeah.
Yeah. and not overcomplicate it. And this is a model where a lot of people have overcomplicated it.
Yes.
It's leads in. So I'm going to teach everybody. This is a full day of it's like an immersion into how to get your first deal or get multiple deals in a month. I'm going to break down one, which I don't think a lot of people put too much thought into, is the mindset of, if I'm going to go on this journey, how do I got to think and act like a 7-figure closer? So we're going to go over the mindset. Once we understand the mindset, I'm going to go over the value of a lead, because if you treat a lead like crap, you're going to get paid like crap. So I want people to understand.
Damn, that's so good.
I want people to understand the value of a lead, because if your mind ain't right and you don't respect the leads, nothing else matters.
That's a quote for social media.
Yeah. And then once you understand the value of a lead, I'm going to go into how to actually find or generate the leads of motivated sellers of off-market properties. Okay?
Yeah.
So we're going to have the lead. Once you have the lead, I'm going to teach you how to go through a 5-step sales process. I'll even give them the script, literally a 13-page script. I'm going to break it down in front of everybody, the 5-step sales process, how to do this over a telephone. And then once you have them on the phone, you need to be able to formulate an offer. Because if you offer a number where there's no meat on the bone for the investor to make money, you to make money, and the homeowner to get paid, there's just no deal. So I'm gonna break it down how to formulate an offer. And then how do you get a contract signed, a purchase agreement? How do you get that signed without ever walking out to the house or sitting face-to-face with a homeowner?
Yep.
I have a very unique way of sending it, going through it. I have the purchase agreement scripted out, all of that. And then once you have the purchase contract signed, there's a clause in there, Andy, that allows us to take that purchase agreement and assign it to an investor. So I'm going to talk to you, how do you go and find those buyers?
Yeah, because you got to have all of that.
You got to have all of it.
Yeah.
It sounds like a lot.
It's not.
Dude, it's so easy. Like, again, but without what you don't know, you don't know. To sit here and talk to somebody about wholesaling a house without ever going out to it, ever buying it, you're going to make $20,000, $30,000 on the deal. They're like, bullshit, it's too good to be true. I would think that too until I've gotten the first deal. So I'll break all that down, and you can do this in your own home market. You can do it in another market. The United States is your backyard. This is for anybody that is ever thought about making more money or that has been interested in real estate. This is an entry level that pays really, really, really well. Once you understand this, the wholesaling, direct to seller marketing, you can do so much with it. You can either just be like, you can be a solopreneur and build a lifestyle around this. You can build an actual business around this. You can start flipping homes. You can acquire rental properties, because we're buying these homes at 50, 60, at most 70 cents on the dollar. Dude, no matter where the economy goes, if you acquire these types of properties, you're never going to lose on the home.
Yeah, so what he's saying is that, like, you could, if you were somebody that was financially in a good spot, you could buy these and you just keep them yourself and flip them and keep all the money for yourself.
Well, once you start doing enough deals, you ultimately
you will have
that.
the money. Yeah, because then you're like, why would I give it to an investor? Why don't I be the investor?
Yeah, it's
and
like, man, a $50,000 assignment fee sounds really good, but I can turn around, buy this deal, flip it, and make $120,000.
Yeah, I think I'll do the 120. Yeah, but in the beginning, you got to work up to the 50 to buy it to make the 120. Yeah, and that's what I think. That's what Eric's number one goal is to teach you how the compounded money works.
Yep.
In the beginning, you make these fat big commissions. Obviously, dude, you're 1099, which is super cool because there's so many write-offs and all these things. It's not like your W-2. You're 1099. He teaches this. You use a specialized skill. You make these big commission checks. Your life changes. You start creating a big savings account. Once that savings account exceeds a certain amount, then let's say you're buying this, $80,000 property, you got $100,000 in the bank. You're like, you know what? I'm not going to assign this. I'm going to buy this on my own.
Yes.
And then now you're buying it, and then when you go sell it for $150,000, now instead of getting a $30,000 deal, you're getting a $60,000 deal. And then all of a sudden, it's like your commissions are doubling.
100%. My first 18 months jumping into this space, I didn't do anything other than wholesale contracts. That's all I did. but I turned that into a $1 million+ business net.
Yeah.
Right. My first 12 months, when I say I did 2.6 million, I netted 1.5 million without ever walking out to a house, buying a house, anything. I did it with 2 computer screens and a headset.
Yeah, you don't go to banks.
No.
You don't go to people's houses. This is unreal. And by the way, like, listen to me. Everybody watching this right now, if you Google like how to become a millionaire, like it'll say real estate.
Yep.
Once you understand this facet of real estate, number one, you'll be able to buy anything that you want to buy and know how to negotiate on it for the rest of your life. I mean, it's unfair. You got to understand how money works. Number two, you learn how to make additional money. Like everybody right now, I know people that are trying to do like all these hustles. They're trying to do like all these things. And so that's why Eric called it the Hustle Summit, because we're in the entrepreneur world right now, really entrepreneur world, where everybody's trying to open their own business, trying to do all this stuff. Let me show you this. He says it's a virtual, which means there's no buildings, there's no expenses, there's no bills, there's no nothing. There's no expenses, and you just need to learn the skill. That's it. So guys, we're doing a 2-day event. It's going to be in February. It's going to be life-changing. I'm sure we'll do another one later on in the year, but if you're watching this right now, okay, listen to me. 2025 is coming up, okay? And, how many of you said 2024 is going to be the biggest year of your life, right? And, that didn't happen. Or how many of you right now, maybe you've been doing what you're doing now for a long time, but you're just not you're not excited about it anymore. And you're like, what's next? How many of you right now, you love your job, but it just honestly, you love what you do. You have purpose in what you do, but you just don't make enough money. You want to pay your house off. You want to buy your mom a house. You want to pay your cars off. You want to give your family a dream vacation. You want to do some of these things, but the job that you love, the job you feel fulfilled in, just doesn't pay enough. Okay? You don't need to quit your job. Okay? But why don't you learn to do something that can generate some really good income? And what I love is that you really help these people, because these people, they need to sell their houses, and you give them an opportunity to sell it fast.
Yes.
And then you make money doing it. I mean, a lot of people do. The reason why I love this, because a lot of people think this is complicated.
So easy.
And I love that a lot of people think it's complicated, because that's more money for you. I love it. I mean, dude, listen, when people are like, this is hard, I'm like, hey, keep thinking that. We'll take all the money.
Yeah.
It's easy. But you got to be around a pro, guys. Eric Klein is a pro. Eric, what's your Instagram? If you guys don't know a lot about Eric, I want you to go to Instagram, watch a couple videos on him. I think you'll understand really quickly. You're like, dude, I like this guy. Incredible dad, father, businessman. I mean, husband, team leader. And he's developing every day. It's just insane. But what's your Instagram?
It's the Eric, ERIC, Klein, CLINE, the Eric Klein.
Okay, I'm going to have Eric finish this out, but I'm going to leave with this last message. If you're watching this, my channel is a sales channel. My channel is an opportunity channel. My channel is a channel where, I watch people change every damn day. If you're inside the United States, can you be outside the United States, or you got to be in?
You can be wherever you want.
Okay. If you are watching this, okay, and you can do this from anywhere in the world, if you're watching this and you don't need a license, there's no regulations on it, okay, there's a number on the screen. You text this number. We'll send you information on the tickets to come train with me and Eric for 2 days. I know there's some VIP tickets that are do big shit with us and hang out, go VIP that night and cool stuff like that. But I think the normal cost of a ticket's maybe $1,000 or something. It's
$997.
It's stupid. Listen, I know people that pay $50,000 to go to college to earn how to make $50,000 a year. This can pay 7 figures. You can do it part time. You can do it full time. Let's see who wants to make their first $30,000 really quick. And then you decide how much you want to make. But if this is you, you're watching this, you want to come spend time with me, you want to spend time with Eric, you want to learn all of these things, you want to spend 2 days with us. We work out, we hang out, we train, we do everything. It's going to be the most incredible weekend in your life. Transforming. Okay? He said the last event created more 6-7 figure earners than ever before. Brand new people who didn't understand anything. And if you're in the wholesale real estate space, or if you're doing real estate, you're doing something already and you're kind of in it, but you're like, I just never learned how to master this. Oh my God. He'll blow you up quick because you already understand it. But this is for everyone. As long as you can read, text the number, and we got you. And Eric, what would you say to anybody that, because I think we need to slay some dragons right here at the end.
Yeah.
Anybody who says, yeah, but I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not good at speaking. I'm not good at talking on the phone. I'm not good. All the crap that people tell themselves, right? Like why they can't get a better life. What would you say?
Yeah. Well, one, I was that guy. I wasn't good at speaking. I couldn't when I picked the phone up for the first time, I couldn't put a sentence together. Mm. If you get in the room with a bunch of savages, ultimately you're going to become a savage. Dude, it's not real until it becomes real. And I tell a lot of people, I speak to hundreds of people a week that are wanting to jump into wholesale real estate. And it's, dude, until you get in the room and you see people doing this shit, you're never going to believe it. It's a life hack or a business hack, whatever hack you want to call it. Dude, it's collapsing time. Pay to get in a room where people are doing what you want to do. Get as close to them as you possibly can. Mm-hmm. And I swear to you, I promise you from the bottom of my heart, the shit will happen. Why I'm in Scottsdale, Arizona. Saw Andy Elliott, what he was doing. And, dude, I didn't even think twice about it. I packed everything I owned up in a moving truck, sold everything I had, and I came to Scottsdale, Arizona, because you had what I wanted. And if what we talked about on this episode, if any of it sounds good to you, you got to get in the room so we can get close to you, and then we can pour into you. You're only going to get so much sitting here watching this podcast.
That's right.
You need to invest a very little amount of money, less than $1,000. Spend 2 days with us, and I swear to you, if you're with us for 2 days and you go back home and this don't work out, dude, you just didn't put the hustle into the Hustle Summit. That is it. Because we're going to give you everything you need to know to go home and crush 2025. It's going to be a gold rush in 2025. It may sound a little cliche saying this, but if there's no better timing than right now to come out, learn a skill that will ultimately pay the bills and way more than that. But and I never talk politics. The election that just happened is going to affect the real estate market in a way where you want to have a jersey on and be in the game, playing the real estate game. The next 4 years, I swear to you, more millionaires will be made. The question is, are you going to be one of them?
Damn. Love it, man. Eric,
appreciate it.
As always, man. Listen, guys, come spend the day, 2 days with me and Eric, Scottsdale, Arizona. Okay, it's going to be in February. Start out 2025 with a bang. Listen, once you commit, we won't let you fail. We love you guys. Make sure you text the number on the screen, okay? You guys are welcome to ask Eric any question. You can DM him. I gave you his Instagram. We love you guys. We appreciate you. This is the video that you've been waiting for. By the way, if you know someone and you're watching this and you're like, man, this is good for me. Like, yeah, I'm going to do this too, but I need to send this to a buddy. I know a buddy of mine right now that's in a position, they're in a job, and they probably need to do something different. Make sure you send them this too, okay? This is going to be something where, we want to change as many people's lives as we can, and we want you to, not obviously take care of yourself financially, but put a big financial fence around your family for the rest of your life. This is it. Love you guys. Like you said, the next 4 years are going to be huge. Make sure you text now. Let's make 2025 the biggest financial year of your life. Turn your monthly income, your annual income into your monthly income. Whatever you're making a year right now, whatever you're making a year, why don't we make it a month? This is the place to do it. Love you guys. How to go from 30 grand, okay, literally with $0 in 1 day. We'll see you at the event. See you in the next video. Text the number. See you soon.
Hey guys, looks like you made it to the end of the video. You're the true 0.0001%ers. Look, I know 1%ers that can make it halfway through the video, but making it all the way through, you guys are the best. Now, here's what I'd like to do. Number one, I want to get closer to you. The fact that you made it all the way through the video, you're like, man, dude, I want to roll with this guy. Okay, so I need to connect with you. Down below, there's a description box on this YouTube video. There's a link. It says Coach with Me one-on-one, okay? If you'll go and you'll enter your information, I'll reach out to you in the next 24 hours. You can tell me what you need help with, what your goals are, and we will crush it together. I would love to help you guys go to the next level in life. You can tell I'm changing my life really fast, and I know that you guys want the same thing. I'd love to go with you on that journey. So right now, if you'd like to partner with me, team with me, if you want me to help coach you and push you, everybody needs a coach, a higher level of accountability to go to the next level. Go to the description box below, click on the link, fill out your information, I'll talk to you in the next 24 hours. Let's kill it.